So you're here with S&M and Friends, Sam, Miguel. We're about to do our first interview ever. Thank you, audience, for watching us, for loving us, and we love you back. Keep commenting, keep liking our stuff, share it on Facebook, wherever you're on. Today we're here with our brother Ryan. Ryan, if you'd like to introduce yourself.
Hi, I'm Ryan Circus. Just moved here from Anchorage, Alaska. Now I'm in Albuquerque, New Mexico.
Hey guys, get together for
So, Ryan, what brought you here to Albuquerque?
I've always been what I like to call a sun baby, an outdoor cat. Like, in other words, I enjoy the sunshine. I like doing stuff outdoors. I've been here twice before, kind of just passing through. You know what I mean? I enjoy the sunsets just because, like we were talking earlier, it just looks so vibrant, like the oranges and the purples and stuff like that. I want to create a solid base, so hopefully, God willing, I can get my daughter December 9th and bring her back here, and she'll have a home, and we'll live life together. So.
You mentioned you have a daughter. How old is your daughter?
My daughter is 2.5 years old. Genesis Lane Circus.
Nice. That's a beautiful name.
Thank you.
How'd you go about choosing that name?
Mackenzie actually chose the first name, but I decided to change, like, instead of the G to a J, just to be different. And Lane comes from my mom, who used to be with us, who's no longer with us. It's Gwendolyn Lane Hookham, so I took the middle name.
That's cool, dude.
Yeah.
So you mentioned that you came here and you're a sun baby. Have you had any other crazy trips in your life?
Yes. I have been to 49 states. I jumped off a 200-foot cliff into the ocean in Hawaii, which we were talking about earlier.
Nice.
I've seen the redwoods. I've been to Yosemite National Park. I've been to Glacier, which is really cool. We should go, by the way. Colorado. I moved to Boulder, Colorado when I was 28. I was dating a chick. Unfortunately, she got pregnant and had an abortion. Being the guy that I was, it was hard because I love kids and we were married, and it just kind of happened, and it just left a hole in my heart for a long time. So I quit my job, took what money I had in my 401k, and moved to Boulder, Colorado. Started training with a bunch of Kenyans and Ethiopians. And we trained in the mountains. It was pretty cool. We trained like 4 times a week, you know what I mean? It was really laid back. But I've been all over. I dated a hippie chick and went to Music Fest in like West Virginia. Like, we took trips to Erie, Pennsylvania, and saw like ice bluffs. It's basically like when a giant wave comes up, it just freezes like instantly because it's so cold.
Dang.
Yeah.
Wow, that's really interesting.
I've survived negative 40-degree weather in Boulder, Colorado, with only a long sleeve t-shirt and some jeans on. You know what I mean? God. I've been homeless a couple times in my life. First time I was homeless, I was about 17 years old. My dad got in a big fight with my brother, and it escalated into the living room. I was reading my book, and I just couldn't take it anymore. And I've never been like an angry person, and I won't be, just because I said, all right, that's enough. I can't take it anymore. So I pushed my brother. He kind of fell down. Books fell on him. And I took my dad and I slammed him into the microwave stand. The microwave fell on its back and just broke, and he was just sitting there. And I was just like so mad, just because my dad was pretty abusive. He was an alcoholic while I was growing up. And and I wasn't trying to get back at him or anything. It's just, I couldn't take it, the arguing and all that. And so I moved out when I was 17. I was a trash bag full of clothes and moved out.
That's weird.
Yeah, so I'm not a person of confrontation. I don't like confrontation. I've never been that guy. I've been true love, unconditional love, loving everybody. There's no need for negativity in life. It just doesn't get you anywhere but heartache. So
that's great.
I'm a big fan. Love.
Love, dude. Would you say that the gospel has tied into your life at all?
For a long time.
Daily. I pray all the time to God. Sometimes, like I was telling you earlier, like I think I pray too much.
Yeah.
God's like, all right, what else you got for me? But in all reality, like I was telling you on the way over here, classic example, I was like, God, I hope this is, Montgomery. And sure enough, I look up and there's a sign that says Montgomery, and I'm like, thanks God. So move on forward, and I'm like, all right, it was a little bit after Jefferson, and I was like, looking over here to the left and looking to the right, and I'm like, where's Washington at? Because I wrote the directions down, I drew a map and everything,
Yeah.
and then it says Washington, and I'm like, thanks God, and I'm like, and I'm going down Washington, keep going down, and then it's coming to the last street, and I'm like, where is, you know, whatever, Apollo
Duro, yeah.
Apollo Duro at? And then all of a sudden, as soon as I say that, a couple seconds later, Apollo Duro. Yeah, so here I am, fellowship and hanging out with y'all, and
Yeah, no doubt. It was funny because I thought I left my Bible in the car, and I went out to my car to see if my Bible was in there, and noticed my backpack wasn't there, but I turned to the side and I saw Ryan. So that's another confirmation as to like the house. You know what I mean? So that was pretty sweet. But cool, man. Like, what are you expecting to do in Albuquerque, Mexico? And if it involves the love or the power of Christ, how are you gonna go forth in your life? Sounds like you've had a really eventful life. But what are your plans for Albuquerque?
Whenever I get established or get a home or wherever I move to, you know, ideally I want to find a place that's safe for my daughter, find a good job, get enough money in the bank so, you know, I can pay for childcare for her when she needs it, or, you know, go on vacation again, because I love to travel, so I'd love to take her to see her brother in Carlisle, Pennsylvania, you know what I mean, or have my son come down here and, you know, we could just explore, you know, Albuquerque and like the surrounding area, like we were talking about, you know, Taos earlier, Santa Fe and stuff like that. I think it'd be kind of slick to kind of go north and do that.
That's exciting.
So yeah,
Yeah.
and wherever, you know, God takes me, He takes me, you know. And I've always been drawn to fitness and nutrition, like we were talking about earlier. I don't know what it is, but the healthy lifestyle, you know, is you know, you have a clear mind, and I don't worry about too much. Like, you know, I don't worry about the prospects of tomorrow being homeless, because God will take care of me. He'll figure out a way to be like, hey, go this way, or go that way. Like, hey, here's Montgomery, here's Washington, here's Duro Palo. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? So, like, whatever happens, happens. You know what I mean? Like, you know, I just pray about it, and it usually happens. Because, you know, if you pray hard enough and you believe strongly enough, and you love God with all your heart, and continue to do so, and truly, genuinely believe with all your heart that anything is possible, then God will give you whatever you desire. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's legit. That's a good word, man. Speaking of a good word, any last words? And if you can sum up your life philosophy, what would it be?
Regardless, irregardless will be double.
Life philosophy.
It's regardless. It's regardless.
I don't
twice.
like when people
Just
say
love
that's
people
so
unconditionally.
ironical.
Make people
It's
smile,
not.
make them laugh. Because I learned a long time ago that if you make people laugh and smile, they feel at ease. I don't care if you're a CEO to, you know, a cat in the ghetto, like we were talking about earlier with the cat that left for Tennessee or whatever.
Yeah.
Like, you can break down borders, you can break down barriers. Like, I'd love to sit down and talk with leaders from Kuwait or Iraq and just make them laugh and say, hey, I'm from America. You know, I'm not that typical, like, white devil that they say, or, like, you know, any of the hate that, like, you know, North Korea talking about, like, missiles and, you know, any leader that has been, like, you know, because I think they're misinterpreted.
Yeah.
Honestly, I believe
Yeah.
they're misinterpreted.
Wow.
And I just believe in show them love and make them laugh and make them feel like they're your best friend and feel loved and cherished, you know what I mean? And you're generally interested in them as a human being first. Then guess what? They'll see that, you know, life is good beyond, like, what their politics mean or what their money, you know, brings. So I wanna prove to the world that you don't need money, you don't need borders, you don't need color, you don't need status, you don't need material possessions. You just need love. Love is the most important thing. That's why God says love is the strongest weapon we have, and it's the greatest thing in the universe. So, you know, go through God, you know, loving everybody.
I like that, man. I like that, man.
Plethora, that's the word, by the way. Plethora of love.
And so
That's a good word, man. Well, we're S&M. This is our friend Ryan Circus.
but
Peace and love, guys.
Peace, love, and hair grease, y'all.
Yeah.